Hello, Jacket fans. It's time for Up with the White and Gold. I'm your host, Jeremy, the Impact York. John, once again on assignment, just doing some fantastic stuff for us here. He has been spending the day with a very special VIP to the Impact Media family, and we'll see him soon. We'll definitely see him soon. But he is out on assignment. Been doing a great job, by the way. It's he volunteered for it, so I hope he's doing well. Haven't heard from him today, but he should be doing good. We should have him back probably next week. Other than that, let's get right into the show because Up with the White and Gold is all about the world of the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets football team. And they had quite the eventful week, which we will get into as soon as I tell you the ways you can be a part of this show. You can email this show at 3endzone@gmail.com. That is the number 3endzone @gmail.com. You can search for us on Facebook by looking up with the White and Gold or Impact Media. You can follow us on Twitter at Team Impact Media. I saw our new followers. Shout out to you guys. At Team Impact Media. You just scroll down to the appropriate show, click on it, watch it, record it, listen to it, whatever the like. And there should be no cap. If there is some sort of blocker cap on it, let me know and we'll fix that. You can also follow myself at the Impact 99 on Twitter, Triller, TikTok, and Instagram. And while we're at it, let's get John's info as well in case you want to follow him. We almost had a special guest host, but he had something come up as well. Somebody from the Impact Media family. Maybe another week. He keeps threatening to crash this show, so maybe one day he does. Where is there it is at GA Tech TECH John JON. So at GATECH JON is how you can find John on Twitter, and his Instagram. I think it's GT John on that one. If we find that real quick, can we? There it is. There it is. Yep, GT John 927. I'll be honest, I've been friends with him for over half my life, and I do not know what 927 means. It's probably something really simple, but at GA Tech John on Twitter, at GT John 927 on the gram. That is all the ways you can follow us. Also, you can find this show on YouTube at impact_media_. Producer Sunshine, make sure I get that right each and every time. I believe I got it right this time, and I'm probably the one that come up with it. At impact_media_. Also, shout out if you are in the West Georgia area, out where we are filming this show right now. If you want to come see this guy, as I co-host the Hometown Sports Media post-game and halftime show for their high school area show out here, which is just fantastic. It's one of the best in the area. You should come check it out. You get to meet me. You get to meet producer Billy Lindahl. You get to meet the other host, Eric Adams. We are quite the trio. Come check us out. We will be at Mount Zion High School out in the Carrollton area on Friday night. 7:30, whenever kickoff is. We'll be out there. Come check out the tent. Come say hello. Would love to meet you guys. I know a lot of you guys are in the West Georgia area. Come see us. Saturday, once again, this guy will be at the KSU game, 3 p.m. at Fifth Third Bank Stadium. Come by and say hello. I think that's this week's festivities. That is the calendar Jake and John are off this weekend. So I will let you know when we have other activities. We're going to have hangouts, maybe watch party. I don't know. We're going to do some stuff. But that should catch you up with everything going on in the world of Impact Media. So let's talk about this game with Bowling Green. Bowling Green University. Georgia Tech was a big favorite heading into this. And let's just get right into the game, right? You have the big Leary return to the 44, which set up King to Singleton Jr. for the touchdown. It was the first play, by the way. So a kick return, and one play for from the 44-yard line. So that was a 56-yard. Did I do it? 56-yard play. Singleton Jr. now has a touchdown catch in every single game this year. That made it 7-0 Jackets just 17 seconds into the game. Things looking pretty good, right? Pretty good. Well, King finds Leary. Let's let the kick returner get on it. He finds Leary for a touchdown, 14-0 with 9:40 to go. Tech's rolling. Tech's absolutely rolling. I'm ecstatic. I know you guys were ecstatic. I'm watching this like, man, this is finally what we expect. What we thought this offense could do. Man, they're unleashing the gates. Unleashing the gates on Bowling Green, just how they're supposed to. Then Bowling Green finds a way to get a touchdown with about 4 minutes to go, 14-7. You're like, okay, no problem. We scored 14 points in like 5 minutes. No problem. We open up the second quarter with a big sack. Big sack just gets all. Let's see. Do we know who got that sack? It was, I believe that's the one Kevin Harris had, because I know Eddie Kelly and Zeke Biggers shared the other one. I think that was Eddie Kelly that got this one. Either way, big sack. It eventually leads to Bowling Green having to go for a field goal with about 8.5 minutes to go. They do hit that. It's 14-10. You're like, okay, still up. We're good. There was a bad snap on a punt. Bowling Green recovers with about 7 minutes to go. That leads to a pass touchdown from Bowling Green. We go into halftime 17-14. And we're like, that's fine. 17-14. We're only down 3. We scored 14 points in the first 5 minutes. Nothing's bad, right? Third quarter opens up. A couple minutes into it, big drive from Bowling Green. They get a rush touchdown. It is 24-14. I'll be honest, I started to think about this, deeply ponder it. That you scored 14 out of the gate in 5 minutes. Hey, fantastic. But you're giving up 24 unanswered points in barely a half of football. This thing's not quite sideways yet. If this thing's a storm, it's starting to rain, and it's not raining straight down. It is going, just slightly at an angle. It's not raining sideways yet. It's coming down at an angle, a little bit of a wind going. No big thing, right? Then Bowling Green gets another touchdown with about 3 minutes to go, makes it 31-14. Now I'm worried. Now I'm starting to worry. It's that rain's not going at an angle anymore. It's starting to go a little more sideways. And I don't know if you guys have ever been in one of those storms. I implore you to stay out of those kind of storms. But you gave up 31 unanswered. King ends up throwing a pick 6. He tried to force a throw that he knew better, but he's trying to make plays because they give up 31 unanswered, and he ends up making it 38 unanswered, 38-14. Then right at the end of the third quarter, King finds Malik Rutherford for the touchdown, 38-20 with 25 seconds to go. Hey, we're right back in this. We're only down 18. That's not bad. I do have a question about the uniforms, because you guys, I don't know if you can see the kind of dark mustard yellow that this is. That's kind of a Tech color. But these uniforms were like black with like light yellow trim, like almost a Post-it note. And I like them. I like them a lot. The only problem with that is they look kind of like University of Pittsburgh a little bit, almost kind of Steelers like more Pitt. They look more Pitt than the Steelers, but I like them. If it's an alternative, if it's third jersey or whatever, I like them. I the white ones usually or the yellow ones are what they usually go for, but or the deep blue, that navy blue or what, I don't know the exact color. If John was on here, he'd tell you the exact color. But either way, kind of different. I just wanted to make that note that these are interesting jerseys. You get the targeting call on. You hate to see that, but the letter of the law of targeting is what happened on this play. It was just exactly what the rule says, is exactly what this kid did. And unfortunately, that meant he couldn't play in the ball game any longer. Did it help Georgia Tech? Not really, because there was an interception by Bowling Green near the goal line right after that. And then there was Jana. What is his first name? I should know his first name. Abdul Jana catches a touchdown pass from King to make it 38-27 with 1:35 to go. So we're like, hey, we're back in this because we're only down 11. That's not bad. With a minute and a half, it's college football. A minute and a half, you can score twice, especially one being a field goal. 2-point conversion in there. That could happen. And then Bowling Green recovers the onside kick, and that was basically that. 38-27 is your final. Bowling Green goes to 2-3. Georgia Tech goes to 2-3 as well. Still not worried. Georgia Tech team is 2-3 at this juncture. Not that worried. You're gonna have to start piling up some wins soon to be bowl eligible, but I felt pretty good about this. Outside of giving up so many points and only basically scoring the first 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes for the most part, that's a little concerning. But other than that, Haynes King, 23 for 37, 348 yards. He was also behind most of the day. 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I like to see that interception number get knocked in half. I'm okay. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Just as good as 4 and 2, in my opinion, in this case. Jamal Haynes was the leading rusher, 8 carries, 45 yards. Haynes King had 28 yards on his own. Trey Cooley, 3 yards. So they shut down the rush. They made the pass game beat them. Bowling Green, that was what they wanted to do, and Bowling Green was able to shut down the run. Receiving wise, Dominic Blaylock, 7 catches, 131 yards. Eric Singleton Jr., 4 catches, 85 yards, and the touchdown. Malik Rutherford, touchdown, 67 yards. Abdul Jana, his only catch for 16 yards was a touchdown. And Kristen Leary with his only catch, 11 yards, and the touchdown there. So 4 different receivers caught a touchdown. I'm good with that. I have no problem with that. Told you guys about who had the sacks. Miles Brooks and Paul Moala had some pretty solid days as well, including tackles for loss. And they were the tackle monsters. Kyle Kennard, got to give him credit as well. Aiden Burr didn't get a chance to kick a field goal, but he was 3 for 3 on extra points. Seems like he settled down a little bit. And David Shanahan got a lot of work in the 3 punts that he averaged about 40 yards per punt. 2 of them were dropped inside the 20. Well done. Well done. So, where does that leave Georgia Tech? Well, that leaves Georgia Tech with a game coming up versus Miami. In Miami, number 17 Miami, who is 4-0. On the ACC network, Miami is a 21.5-point favorite. I think that's a little high. 14, I can see. Miami's pretty good. Georgia Tech still has a way to win this. We're going to talk about that. 8 p.m. on the ACC network on this Saturday. So good chance I get home in time from the Kennesaw game to see this one live. If so, maybe me and John, maybe Jake. We'll see what Jake's doing. He may be knee deep in the Georgia game at that point for his assignment. We'll see if John's available. Maybe we live tweet with you guys for the game. Maybe try to pull in some guests, stuff like that. We're going to try to do something. We'll try to do something with that. Here's the keys to the game. You want to beat Miami? You've got to establish your run game. You know that. Your pass game looked pretty good. Yeah, you got to have a run game because if you don't, Miami's going to get you. You have to put pressure, not necessarily sacks, but you got to put a lot of pressure on Miami's offense and make them make mistakes. Make them make mistakes. And make them make decisions before they want to make them. That's things you should look into there. And win the turnover battle. That's 3 ways. Establish the run, win the turnover battle, put pressure on the Miami offense, and make them make decisions before they are ready to make them. I think if you do those things, you have as best shot as any to beat Miami. I mean, it could actually happen. This is not like I'm trying to make up something because the underdog has no chance, but I'm trying to make you believe they do. No, I believe Georgia Tech, if they do those things, they're going to be in a great position to beat the Miami Hurricanes. What a great win that would be. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's going to be a fun game. It's definitely going to be a fun game. I look forward to it. You look forward to it. Where are they in the standings? Let's look at our other screen right over here. I wish we had a camera so that when we pan, you guys could see it. Georgia Tech currently sits in 7th in the ACC at 1-1 in the conference. That's not bad at all. 2-3 overall, but they are 1-1. They are behind NC State, who is also 1-1. Virginia Tech is 1-0. FSU 2-0. Louisville 3-0. Remember, their first win was against Georgia Tech. So, let's see what other action in the ACC there is this week. If there are, we started a new thing on the UGA show, Hunker Down, where it's called Who You Got. And so I want to bring that to this one. Let's see. In the ACC action, I'm going to pick 3 games. Notre Dame, Louisville. We picked that on that show. I tell you right now, I took Notre Dame. I think Notre Dame is going to be one of those teams that they may not make the top 4 to make the actual playoffs, but I believe Notre Dame is going to wreck a couple people's season. And I also believe they are probably going to get one of those New Year's Eve's bowls, which is the bowls that are not the top 4 playoff bowls. I think they could get one of those. So I'm going to take Notre Dame over Louisville. We've got Wake Forest versus Clemson. That is going to be a fantastic game. A 3:30 kick, man. Right, mid-afternoon. You guys, get done with your yard work. Get done from whatever you're doing for the day. Maybe you're out at the fall festival. There's a set time of year. Wake Forest versus Clemson. That is in Clemson. I want to pick Wake Forest because I think they are the stronger team at 3-1. But give me Clemson at home at 3-2. Clemson's a 21-point favorite. That's disrespectful all the way around. Give me the Clemson Tigers to beat the Demon Deacons in Clemson, South Carolina. And what other game do we want to pick? How about we haven't picked one of these games all year? Boston College at 2-3 against the 2-2 Army squad. I'll tell you right now, that's a 12 p.m. kickoff. CBS Sports Network. Army is a 3-point favorite. Usually you get 3 points for being the home team. You get 3 points credit. So that tells you this is a pick'em game. I tell you it's more than a pick'em game. I tell you that Army is going to win this football game. Yes, I'm trying to stifle the sneeze. I'm good. I'm good now. Army is going to beat Boston College. I think they're going to beat them by 7+ points, by more than a score, 8 or more. I think it's going to be a really good contest. I just see the Army. Was it Black Knights? I think it was the Black Knights. I have seen Army up close. I have met a lot of these Army squads over the years. They are a team that should be on your bucket list. If you have not seen Army play live, you've not seen Navy or Air Force or any of the service academies play college football live, go see them. Not just support them. They're really good teams. But give me Army over Boston College. So to recap, give me number 10 Notre Dame over number 25 Louisville. Give me Clemson at home over Wake Forest, and give me Army over over Boston College. Almost messed that one up. Army over Boston College in the early game. So that's going to do it for us. Make sure to rep the colors again this week. Make sure you guys are repping the colors. And this has been another great edition of Up with the White and Gold. I am Jeremy the Impact York. Good chance John's back next week. Good chance we could have people crash this show. Other than that, we will see you guys next week. Go Jackets.